Hi, I'm odeean. Today I'm having a look at this Astro Boy from Sonokong. It's hard for me to understand everything that's on this box because I think it's Korean. From what I understand, Sonokong is a Korean company, but I could be wrong. On the top here it says Tezuka Productions, SPJ, if that helps in defining exactly what this is. Interestingly enough, it does say Astro Boy in little writing here, whereas some products have the Atom Boy written on it from Japan. This is definitely Astro Boy. Turning the box around, you can see it shows his various features there that I'll get to in a minute. And, I didn't notice that before. Takara. But in little writing down the bottom, it is from Korea. So this must be like Takara Korea, perhaps? Anyway, let's get him out of the box. So here we have our little Astro Boy here. And straight off, I'm going to say he's not the best Astro Boy. There are tons of Astros on the market, and they range all the way from expensive solid Shigokins down to cheap little vinyls. This is in the lower end, but it's not too bad. I purchased this figure because I used to have an awesome action figure of Astro Boy. I bought, I don't know, 7 years ago maybe. I gave it to my son to play with, and I can't figure out what happened to it. So this is kind of a replacement for that in my collection. As far as poseability is concerned, this guy has a fair degree. So his head can go the whole way around, up and down. It's basically on a bowl. His shoulders can go around like this, but they don't have too much in and out, just mainly up and down with a little bit of in and out. The elbow has about 90 degrees, and we have swivel at the wrist. There's no waist joint, which is a little bit of a disappointment because it seems like it really could have been put in there quite easily. We have a ball with kind of limited movement at the hip, and we've got less than 90 degree at the knee, as well as swivel. He does have a relatively show accurate from 80s Astro Boy face, which is one of the primary reasons I bought him, along with his costume and bits and pieces. For me, that 80s Astro Boy is the Astro Boy that I recognise, but I know that there are other eras of Astro that don't always look exactly like this. So Astro comes with a few bits and pieces. Firstly, his hand can pop off, and an open hand can be put on like this. He does have one for each side if you want to use it. His other hand can pop off, and this little sleeve section goes over the top. So I must admit, I haven't seen the newer Astro Boy cartoons, so I'm a little bit ignorant about what this is. I get the feeling that it's some kind of laser weapon. So that's how he can achieve that look without having complicated inner workings in his arm. Apart from that, Astro Boy's legs can pop off, looking like he's been in a horrible accident, and just pop these ones on so he can have his traditional jet feet. That looks pretty good. The feet are not bad, and he does have a stand which can accommodate both ways of posing him, which I'm going to show in a minute. So here's Astro's stand. You can see it's just a glossy piece of thin plastic moulded in the shape of Astro's spiky head. It has two pegs on the top, so if you want to attach Astro's feet, they can just tab straight on like that, making a pretty secure connection, keeping Astro safe for display on any shelf. He's never going to fall down. Focus. Okay, so that looks pretty good. But you're probably thinking, how will he pose wearing the rocket boots? So if you pop him off, he comes with this gizmo here, and it can peg in like that, and you can just pop it around his waist. So you can see, let me put the rocket boots on. So it's quite capable of holding Astro in a secure flight pose. And again, it's a pretty secure connection. So it's actually quite a good stand, despite its simplicity. There is one other thing that this set comes with, and that is this little buddy for Astro Boy, some kind of robot. I'm guessing it must be prominent in the cartoon for them to have included it in this set. He has a little stand of his own that can just tab on underneath like this, and he can hover next to Astro. So all in all, for such a small and cheap set, it is quite nice. Makes a quite nice display, and if you had other Astro Boy stuff, I can imagine it would really fill out a shelf nicely. So my final thoughts on this guy. It's pretty nice. It cost me $13, and I think that was shipped, so that's pretty darn cheap. I know it's going to vary a little bit. 13 is the lowest I've ever seen it for, but I don't think you're going to have a problem getting this, even if you have to pay a few dollars more. If anything, the only downside is that he's got this unhappy expression. So Astro's normally a pretty happy guy, at least in the show that I watch, and I would have preferred an alternate head. Also, I don't like how prominent these joints are. They really look a bit gappy in there, and I can give it a pass because it's so cheap and generally pretty nice. But I'm still in the market for a much better Astro Boy, and it's not really money that's stopping me from getting Chogokin Astro Boy. It's I don't like the way that looks. So the really high-end Astro that I've seen recently is from the new Astro Boy movie, and as I said before, the 1980s cartoon is my Astro Boy, and that's what I want. It's just a question of being able to find one, because no matter how I search, it seems I can't even find the one that I had before, which was only like a $20 toy from Target. So what we need is a resurgence in Astro popularity, I think. Anyway, I can recommend this figure, and if you like Astro Boy, go out and grab it. This has been Odeean with my video review for Sonokong Astro Boy. Thanks for watching.